are in county number 10, that is Marsabit County, and where we are standing right now, it's quite windy and sunny. Remember, Marsabit County is hosting the largest wind power project within sub-Saharan Africa, especially East African, looking at 310 megawatts to the national grid. I'm talking about the Lake Turkana wind power project. We may be a few kilometers away from this particular project, but nonetheless, the winds are quite strong, as you can see. So we are really struggling to speak, struggling to walk. And to you, if you are featherweight, we are not too sure you'll make walking across this particular side. But now let me bring you back to why we are here. We are keeping tabs on the 1 week long 14th edition of the Marsabit Lake Turkana Cultural Festival that is currently underway. And this side here, we are having at least 3 predominant communities within Marsabit County that are showcasing their song, their dance, their cuisine. This year's theme is around just fostering a nexus, community, and also peace for prosperity. It's also going to feature a half marathon. But to give us more details in regard to this particular cultural festival and why you ought to be here is none other than the CEC in charge of tourism, trade and cooperatives, Mr. Jeremy Ledaany. Thank you very much, sir, for having us here. So tell us, why come to the Marsabit Cultural Festival 2025?
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for also joining us in this event. Like you said, my name is Jeremy, the CEC in charge of tourism. I want to first welcome everyone who did not maybe arrive to join us in this very important event that we occasionally do biannually. I think this is our 14th edition of Marsabit Lake Turkana Cultural Festival. And we do this for various reasons. One of the things that we aim to promote is cultural tourism. Like you said, this county is blessed and endowed with different ethnic or indigenous communities. Actually, I think it's the only county in Kenya where we have over 14 different indigenous communities with diverse cultural backgrounds and diverse cultural heritage, very rich cultural heritage. 14 of them showcasing together, as you can see behind us here. We have different communities showcasing their rich cultural heritage. And like other counties, if you go to other counties in Kenya, you'll be able to have a cultural festival and one community participates. So what distinguishes Marsabit from other counties is that you can be able to get 14 different communities showcasing different kinds of cultures. And that definitely will promote cultural tourism. So we do this event biannually to open up this area for cultural tourism, which is one of the cultural products that we have in this region. Number 2, we also do this event to integrate communities. Remember, this county has 14 different indigenous communities with diverse cultures. And every community has their own, way of life, their own cuisines, different food cultures that you've seen being portrayed here. So we also try to integrate people. When we do that, we cement community cohesion and social cohesion. We also make people to appreciate each other's culture. And so that, you can see different communities dancing different styles. And so every single person will be able to appreciate another person's diversity.
Now, sir, you have said Marsabit does host 14 communities with distinct, cultural traits. Among them, the El Molo, the Dasenach. These are among the minority groups, yes, within the country. So what are you doing in your capacity to ensure that as we assimilate, they do not lose what makes them unique as, the Dasenach or the El Molo? And how then does it come into play in such a festival as we bring this to a close, since we're going to be keeping tabs on this?
Excellent. Thank you so much. One of the things that the county government of Marsabit is doing in partnership with National Museums of Kenya, we have a program called Documentation and Digitization of Indigenous Knowledge Assets. Those small communities are only found in Marsabit, in the whole country. Like, for example, the El Molo, the Dasanach, like you rightfully put. We are working with the National Museums of Kenya alongside other partners to ensure that we document the indigenous knowledge products. All right, that includes, art crafts, technology, the dances, issues to do with food, cultures, traditional medicines, the dress codes and fashion, all these kind of things. We are documenting all this for future generations. So even if the generations that will come in the next 100 years, they're able to actually lock into our indigenous knowledge banks at the county government and be able to see the different aspects of life for that particular community.
Right.
That is one thing that we are doing to make sure that these indigenous knowledge assets don't get eroded by the Western cultures and Westernization and urbanization and all these kind of things. Number two, another thing that we're also doing is while we are hosting this event here, this is the home to the El Molo, the smallest community we have in Kenya. They are actually found here in Loyangalani at the shores of Lake Turkana. By us hosting this event in this particular place, it simply shows that we recognize their culture, their way of life, just like any other community in Kenya.
All right.
So we have a lot of plans as government to ensure that these small communities, they are also kind of recognized, not just even here culturally, but even in government.
All right. Very well said. As you've heard, that is the main reason why the Marsabit county government is hosting this particular cultural festival that is going to be running for the next several days and culminates in a half marathon, all geared towards integration and social economic development that is pushed or anchored on cultural tourism. I'm Regina Manyara reporting live from the Marsabit Turkana Cultural Festival site here in Loyangalani, and I hand it back to you,